There they come. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. They're coming over to maybe get a drink of water. We're kind of finishing out. Maybe you can see the corner post down there. It's all we have left on the rented pasture for the time being. Maybe about 10 days or so. Hey, sheep. Anyway, it's been a crazy busy moment in life as I've taken on more work with Doug, helping him with hay and that sort of thing, and then work is being a little nutty, and so videos are the thing that fall off if I have to choose something. It won't be the kids or the farm. So we're back though. Well, this will be the first time for most of this flock ever being on a trailer. So what we'll do is this gate right here will swing in this way, and we'll load them into the trailer that way. And I got about a little over half that came in when I called them. So this will be plenty for a trailer load, and I think we're gonna get it done in 3 trips. 2 with adult ewes, and then I'm gonna run and do all the lambs together. I think that's the best way to do it so they don't get trampled. Look at this weirdo. The problem is, I think that one's lamb is outside yet, but we'll figure it out. This will be a little trial and error. I'm waiting for Doug to come. It's better to do this with a couple of hands. Anyway. Well, we're finishing up our first day over at Doug's farm, and they're clipping it down pretty good here. They found their piece of shade, and there's some more shade over there, but they haven't really messed with it. But the dogs are playing nice with Doug's dogs. See you there. There's one of Doug's dogs coming to say hey and check it out. Yep. Everyone's playing nice together, and you got clean bottoms, and everybody's really doing well. Well, we're on day 3 of grazing up Doug's farm, and we're getting into some of the better quality forage. I'm going to try to spin slowly. This portion right here, it was too rocky for me to break up, so I just tried to mow it a little bit last year, but really didn't even want to, because you can see boulders, and so this section right here was full of these large lettucey looking things, and the sheep didn't eat them, and there's lots of thistles. So you can see I came through early this morning and just kind of whopped them down after I moved the sheep. So hopefully we'll start to be able to exhaust those out again. But the sheep are no worse for wear. We're gonna head all the way out that way and then hook a hard left to the remainder of this 10-acre field. And we're gonna probably be here for about another 12 days or so, and then we'll pack them up and head them home. It's given, you know, it seems like a lot of bother, like moving the sheep, everything for you know, a 2-week period, but it's giving the grass on my farm a long rest, and it's going to help me extend out my grazing capability, if you know, especially if we head into a dry year, which I'm starting to wonder if we're going to have a dry year. The rain is kind of shut off. It's been threatening rain, and they take it out of the forecast, and 50% chance of rain, take it out of the forecast. So it's starting to look like we ought to prepare for a dry year. But the sheep are maintaining good condition. There's a couple that are a little thinner that are ewe lambs, first time mothers, but that's to be expected. And I mean, if you look at some of this here, this is great. This is clover. What's that? Orchard grass? No, that's not orchard grass. That's brome. And there's quite a bit here. And more importantly, the my dogs and Doug's German Shepherds, that he has a couple of German Shepherds, they're not scrapping. They're kind of just leaving each other alone. They're not trying to play together. They're not trying to play with the sheep. Nobody's fighting. It's really going well. So, been watching this sheep for a while. She's been going out and picking out whatever this tall weed is and just chowing down on it. Got to figure out what that is. Anything the sheep eat is not a weed, so that's not something we want to necessarily fight on. Yeah, I love watching them eat. Neat to see some of the lambs starting to eat and graze. See him go. We got the last little lambs that gotta come, but we're moving into a new piece on Doug's farm. And boy, it's some great stuff. Look at all this grass and clover. You can see the lambs are starting to really get after it and start to eat properly. But anyway, sorry I haven't I've been a little remiss in putting videos out, but I've been doing my best to absorb and learn how to make hay, and it takes a lot of time out of the day. But I had almost forgotten grazing on rougher ground. Like, we have these patches of thistles right here, and this is what my farm was like when I bought it. And so I know it takes just a couple of years and it can be repaired, but if you look at where they were, they've eaten a lot of the grass, and a lot of this tall standing stuff is just thistle. So I'm going to come in and just mow it down with my brush hog and give the grass a chance to come forward. Yep. We got to kick these lambs forward. There you guys go. Oh, you guys eating salt, huh? Yeah, there we go. Some of my earlier lambs are almost as big as their mothers already. It's just kind of crazy. Like, look at, that's a lamb, if you can believe it. Just a brute. Those big singles really come ahead quickly. There's no doubt about it. Wow. And there come the dogs. They did their patrol of the new place. Look at that. We got just a little pack of hyenas here. Yeah, really peaceful. I guarantee you by the afternoon when it's warmer, we're going to see the whole bunch under that big tree. I don't know what kind of tree that is. It's a great shade tree. It looks like a clump of trees that grew together. But this pasture is kind of, people would say it looks raggedy. It's got stones in it, but it's got even east-west shade and trees in the middle for shade, and this is sheep's paradise. Yep. Look at this pile of lambs. I got a few of them. We got to get these, probably start to be sold here sooner than later. But anyhow, I got to keep moving. Water and move the dog feeder and the whole works.